Okay. All right. So we're recording now. So I'm gonna enter full screen on my end. Okay. So what we did, Wyatt, is reviewing from our meeting on Sunday morning at Chicago, is we stuck in our daily 50, which you have 1,600 friends on Facebook.
So
I would
far,
say,
yes, not a complete list.
I would say significantly less than that in real life, but I'm just kidding. Okay. That's funny stuff. Okay, so 50 messages in the morning, 6:30. So you're out of the shower at 6:30, and you're sending those 50 messages, or maybe you're at the office by 6:29, and you're sending those 50 messages. Okay, and then 7 o'clock you're on the division call, and then at 7:30 to 7 to 8 is Champs Club content teaching, and then 8 to 9 is the reps get on the phone, and that's why you left Champs Club as we're calling it 7:30 to 9. And then at 8 o'clock you begin PDIing and or fire number. Now May 13th is 6 days after you get to Billings.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 days after your training class launched, and that's assuming you get there on the weekend. You're rated for business on May 6th, 1 week before this, and you're just rocking interviews. The opening schedule, the opening week schedule you have, is different than this week, but this is your first week where you have the normal schedule with the AT1, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And so, or AT2, it's actually AT2. Why don't you edit that AT1 and make it AT? Oh no, this one will be AT1, won't it? It will be AT. So now what I want you to do, since it's your first advanced training, this is perfect. What I want you to do is delete key staff right here, or open up key staff and push it to May 20th. So start date for May 20th of this event, because your first key staff meeting won't be on your first weekend. Mm-hmm. And now what you're going to do, and just say all following events. Okay. Now you just lost that hour, but remember, we're taking a 4-hour advanced training and making it into 2-2-hour advanced trainings. So what you want to do now is you want to expand your first AT to like 9:30, 12:30. Just this event. Your AT1 will be 9:30 to 12:30. That'll give you an extra hour because you're going to teach them the secret weapon and the bonus points, and you're going to do the rep driven. My prediction, it'll be like 90 minutes of teaching, 90 minutes of phoning, and 90 minutes, in that 90 minutes, you're also going to do top slice, rep driven PRs. Clear? Then you have a half hour where you're going to get ready for your interview. Your interview's at 1 o'clock, as we discussed. It'll be in Vector Live by tomorrow. Okay. And then you have your 5:25 interview on Monday. So you just put that in there. Now what you want to do is you want to enter PCs from 3 to 5:30 every half hour. You might squeeze them in every 20 minutes, but you won't have that many reps, right? So you want to do a day 4 PC is what you can call it, or whatever. For now, I'll let you leave it with this color. I don't care. But, day 4 PC, and you can copy paste, make that, day 4 PC. Okay. And type it in day 4. Okay. Day 4 PC. And you're going to want to repeat these, right? And you're going to want to repeat them. Just to be crazy, let's just put them in for the entire summer. You might as well change the color as long as you already got this thing open. Yeah. So September 2nd is the last. It's Memorial Day or Labor Day. I'm speaking out loud for everyone to hear this. September 2nd is Labor Day, but your school's open on September 4th. So you can still have, quote, the summer schedule until September 4th. Since September 2nd is the day before September 4th, or 2 days before, we're okay to leave it as September 2nd, even though it is Memorial Day, and hopefully you're in Cancun, right? So, but anyway, we're putting it in there until September 2nd. So now blue, and then save, and then you got it. Yeah, baby, you got it. Okay, and now can you just copy that and just paste it and make it work for 4 to 5?
It's not as nice as it is in yours, but yeah.
Is it? Okay, you can't do that in Google Calendar. All right, so just like there's a way to copy the event. Just move it, yeah, or whatever you got to do. And do that one more time. This and following events. Perfect. Oh, that's not too bad. Now do one more of those. Mm-hmm. Okay. Edit that crap. Okay. Now just move it. And there you go. All right. So Monday's pretty set. Now, what I'm going to tell you, we're going to input the normal schedule for the whole summer. What's missing from this schedule right now for you?
Eating.
Eating?
Eating.
That you said, yeah, sure. Anything that's why you can. So you can eat in between the fire number and AT1. Just kidding. Okay, you
Yeah,
can.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, but you're missing. You're not sure the answer to my question, right?
Yes.
So the answer to the question is your fire number time is weak.
Yeah.
In this schedule. So what needs to change is why don't you go ahead for fun, for placeholder, let's put another fire number slot between 12:30 and 1. Of course, advanced training, you should already be at your fire number before advanced training's over. Right? You should have already scheduled, in that 90 minutes, you should have already scheduled 5 PRs at minimum. Right? With 90 minutes on your hands, trust me, I think you can schedule 7 or 8 or more. Okay? But why don't we stick a fire number placeholder there at 12:30? Okay? And this is I'm thinking about the entirety of the summer. Okay? Go ahead and throw it all the way to the 2nd of September.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and repeat it.
Don't know if I like this being all the same color. But.
Well, it's stuff that you're going to be doing, so that's actually good. Once you have AMs, you got to change the colors. And if you want, you can categorize stuff like have light blue be recruiting activities, productivity be green. You can change colors in that respect. But since you are the one-man band right now in Billings, this is all stuff you're going to be doing. Mm-hmm. Another thing I want to say is between 3 and 5, go ahead and scroll down to that a little bit. You may or may not launch 4, right?
Yeah, so I'll be doing fire numbers if I don't.
Yeah, so you want to put day 4 PC or fire number on any or all of these. You can put it on all of them, whatever. Okay, day 4 PC or fire number. Fair enough. Now, what if, this is a good what if, but what if you, and you can keep editing all these, what if you move to Billings for the sole purpose of making a ton of cash and having a really great summer, and you want to, be ready to win President's Banquet, and you're a new business owner and you have to put in 20 months of really, really kick asteroids work.
Fine.
What you're going to do is you're probably going to work after that interview.
Yeah.
Okay. And schedule some people that, you haven't gotten a hold of from Facebook, from your 50 messages. You're going to schedule some people that you met a really good applicant in an interview and you want to schedule his PRs. Or, you might do an extra PC at 7:30 p.m., go home evening, 7:30 or 8, because you're like, man, I got to do this. Now, you won't do this forever, but in those first 7 weeks of the summer, between now and SC1, you want to just be running yourself ragged, ready to quit at SC1. Okay, because you won't be wanting to quit. See, the managers that want to quit at SC1 are the ones that thought about working really hard. They were in the office really late, and they didn't accomplish much. I'm going to go ahead and share a story that Calvin and I were talking last night. And he said to me openly, he's like, this is the most hours I have ever put in my schedule personally for me to be in my office or me to be working in my career as a manager, branch, district, or whatever. And my response immediately to that was, and you're probably going to work less. I'm sorry, I didn't say it that way. I said, you're probably going to be in the office less this year than any other year. Do you understand the difference? Because he was in his office till 11 o'clock at night, farting around. Openly, he'll admit that. And yeah, he did 80 grand, and he had a good first summer as a new district, and solid summer as a pilot. I go, you're probably going to leave the office feeling way more accomplished than if you sat in the office till 9:30 p.m. screwing around with your social reps, and you'll actually do twice as much or more in sales. Again, if he schedules 200 PRs for the summer, personally, that's 200 more than he's ever scheduled. And his goal is not 200. His goal is a lot more than that. Okay, so your goal is a lot more than that as well. So if you actually achieve these fire numbers, weekly of 25, like you and I talked about, then you're going to recruit more than any other new district manager has recruited in Billings or any other territory, probably, because it'll be doing more, okay, than most managers do. All right, let's go to Tuesday. Tuesday, scroll down. All right, so after PDI, what we put in on our schedule is the three things from 8 to 11. It's PDI, which for you works, but at 9:15, new DMs have a region call every Tuesday. So you want to put in region new DM call. New DM call. Okay. And that's from 8. It's from 9:15 your time to 10. Okay. 9:15 a.m. to 10 a.m. So you got to put it in, yeah. Okay. All right. So that's in your schedule as a new DM. So that everyone who watches this recording can benefit, I'm going to say the vet DM call is 8:15 to 9. The new DM call is 9:15 to 10. And then the branch call is 10:15 to 11. So like we said in Chicago on Sunday morning, from 8 to 11, you're doing three things on Tuesdays. You're doing PDI, you're doing region call, and you're doing fire number. So right there where it says PDI, I would go ahead and edit that one again and say PDI or fire, right? And for crying out loud, use the emoji, okay?
Can't on my computer.
What's that?
I can't on my computer.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have a Mac.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can edit on my phone.
Too bad. Okay. All right. So save. So there's probably an emoji hotkey for Apple users. This Zach Young will love this. It's Control Command Spacebar. Okay. Control Command Spacebar brings up the emoji keyboard on your Mac, and that allows you to put in fire number. Okay. All right. And you can expand that to 9:15, obviously, but we won't do that right now. But from 10 to 11, you're doing fire number. Now, why is it that you can do fire number before and after the region call in this case? I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Staff meeting. Let me restate that. Staff meeting. So for a new DM, your staff meeting is going to have to be 10 to 11.
Perfect.
The awesome thing about that is that if you have an AM that's in or decides to be in on a Tuesday morning and you decide and you warrant it, and I would go until the 3rd. Go to the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a Tuesday. Okay. But if you have an AM who's in, they can be doing fire number during your region call. Or you can kind of like have them listen to the region call if you want by you in the same room as you, and they can be doing fire number while you're listening and not doing fire number. They can be half listening and doing fire number. Does that make sense?
The region call goes until when?
They're historically 45 minutes.
Right, but no, like in the year.
Oh, great question. I think they go till August, probably till CFC. I don't know the answer, but put down August 28th is fine. Okay. And then they combine, by the way, the branch calls end like in July or something, maybe. And then the new DMs, I don't know. Okay. After that, so 8 to 11, you're doing what? Three things. You're doing PDI, region call, fire number, and PDI, fire number, and then your staff meeting. Then at 11 o'clock, we have an interview. At 11:15 a.m., you have an interview. Okay, and I'm going to have you type it this way. Interview if no campus. Yeah, perfect. If no campus table. Okay. And that's going to be every Tuesday until September 3rd. Okay. Great. 11:15. Okay. We're recording for managers.
Yay.
3:15.
And I should do it, schedule it for 2 hours long?
Yeah, what's that? Sorry.
The interview for 2 hours long?
Yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, you know how long yours is, but I'm okay scheduling it that way. For right now, let's just get them in. 3:15. Another interview. So you can copy it. Yeah, just copy it. Hit what? Copy, paste, and then drag it.
Mm-hmm.
And it repeats, right?
Yep.
Okay, now you got to drag it down. 3:15. Wonderful. And then do the exact same thing again for 6:15. Although wait, before you drag that, take off the no campus. Take off if no campus. All right. And then okay. Oh, there you go. Good. All right, and now copy, paste, and drag.
For when?
6:15. Now, what are you going to do in between all those interviews?
Fire number, PC.
PC, fire number. So you can copy those 4. You might as well throw all 4 of those.
Okay.
Can you copy 4 at the same time with an Alt or something like that? Shift
No.
or something?
It's dumb. Unless somebody else knows how you do this better.
Okay.
This is the quickest way.
Okay. Now copy paste, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now drag it. What are you gonna do 4? All right, for time's sake, let's stop doing that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say for the recording, everyone should fill those spots. Anything that's white, should get filled with pretty much PCs or fire number. Here's the thing, though, Wyatt. You're gonna do it while I'm talking, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. What the thing I'll say is, you've only launched on the 13th of May. You've only launched 2 to 5 people, so you got a lot of space there.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fire number.
Yeah, you can do a lot of fire number from interview PRs that you got in the morning or on Monday. You can do your morning. You can do fire number after your 3:15 interview, before your 6:15 interview. You can eat. You can go to the bathroom. You can do a lot of things.
I also got training from last week as well.
Yeah, you got your fire number from your last week's trainees, or particularly what you're going for by Tuesday night. Remember, this one we have the longer AT1 because there's no AT1 on Saturday because we launched on Saturday. So this is a great example of how to do a week. Anytime you have a Thursday, Friday, Saturday launch. I think we went ahead and stuck a Thursday, Friday, Saturday launch, for example, on the week of SC1, because we're running a Thursday, Friday, Saturday training on SC1 week, which is a month from now, this week that we're on the schedule. So you'll want to change that. Okay, but let's go ahead and jump to Wednesday. All right. And we went ahead and put training. We have extended PDI. Sorry, I can't scroll. So when I scroll down a bit, you have your Facebook messaging at 6:30, your division call at 7 a.m. Shams Club is 7:30 to 9, whereas you are PDIing and doing fire number from 8 to 9:30. And I always like the long, and training is 10 to 4, right? Good. Put it in blue and put day 1. Okay. And that one, go ahead and feel free to repeat. Since you're a district, you can repeat that all the way till September. No. That week, since school starts on September 4th, Wyatt, I'm going to tell you, probably don't run a Wednesday training on the first day of school. Probably run a 5th, 6th, 7th. So let's repeat it until the 29th of August.
28th of August.
28th of August. I'm going to put a quick plug in. I believe that is the week, the week after Labor Day, is the week that the State Fair in Utah starts and the Eastern Idaho Fair starts, which we probably will have 2 booths at both. Maybe the Eastern Idaho Fair is already in swing, in which case, you might want to you might have the opportunity to work in one of those 2 fairs. They're pretty big fairs, and I think there's a Great Falls Fair that week too. So be aware that, again, we're looking at September now, but, in the back of your mind, just realize don't look at it now. Let's stay here. Okay. Now let's go to Wednesday, the 15th of May, and let's stick in our 4:15 interview. 4:15 interview. Oh, she's good. Thanks, dude. Brown Santa Claus just came. All right. So again, 4:15 interview. And you can always, when you're doing interviews, you can copy paste interviews instead of having a program. And you just did. Good job. All right. I wasn't even looking. All right. So 4:15. Good. You get the 4:15 interview, and that ends around 6:15. And you will for sure have AT2, but here's why it doesn't matter. Your only team members are your team.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Go ahead and put Advanced Training 2 in at 6. In fact, put it in at 6:15. Okay.
How long is it? An hour?
Yeah. Yes. Put it in. Okay.
Or is it longer than that?
We'll put AT2. In this case, it's AT3. Go ahead and put it in as AT3, and then we'll change the 1.
Yes.
Okay, so put it in as AT3. All right, 6 to 7. Okay. Finish it on, you won't do the same schedule on September 4th, so finish it on the 28th of August. Okay. All right, now you can make this one AT2 and only change this week. So call it AT2. Say, and it'll ask you to, it's just this event. Okay, good. Now, what's really going to happen? You can drag this and move it and make it just work for this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and drag it and put it right next to the team meeting. No, next to. Same time. Okay? And it's the same function. You're doing the Advanced Training 2. That is your team meeting. You're just going to shove in the newsletter. Fair enough? Mm-hmm. So that first Wednesday, you have a little flexibility. You want to have the phone jam for sure from 7 to 8. So every week, forever, for eternity, 7 to 8 is the phone jam. And I don't care. I'm going to say this for everybody while you're typing it in. I don't care if you're of the philosophy of call the team meeting 7 to 9:30 and you have a 7 o'clock kickoff to the team meeting, and then you do the newsletter, and then you do an hour and a half phone jam, and then you have a 30-minute wrap-up. Okay? That's totally fine, but there better be an hour of calls in there, however you want to do it. Okay? And then what you want to do is from 6 to 7, you want to call it the hour before. Okay? 6 to 7 until September 3rd. No, September 4th. Okay, call it the hour before. Make it blue and make it repeat. Okay. And go to the 4th, although it probably might be forever, but we'll just put it until the 4th. The hour before program is, again, you invite particular reps to come in. Hey, let's win you Cancun. Let's get you every Wednesday night. We're going to get people set for training, set for interviews. Okay? And there's an hour before program. Okay? And now you're getting antsy. Okay, so now we go to Thursday, 9:15. So there's a staff meeting in there right now, but on May 16th, that won't be happening. You can delete that interview from then on out. Okay? Yeah, go back and delete it. Yeah. Delete all of them. Yep. Okay. And so at 9:15, you have an interview. So copy paste an interview, stick it in there, whatever you want to do. It's all good, baby. All right. Copy. Okay, 9:15, interview. All right. Training is 12 to 8. So day 2, 12 to 8.
Okay.
Okay, got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So day 2, now before day 2, you want to put in pump in / big fast start meeting. Okay, pump in is like the first half hour. And then they kind of watch depending on your staffing, they kind of watch the group rank names list exercise. Okay. Or you don't run the big fast start meeting, or you don't run the pump in. Okay, that's kind of you got to make that call. I would go till the 29th of August. Okay, there you go. Save on that. And then you want to do the big fast start meeting, which is in the agenda for day 2 of training. And it's a half hour where you give them those 5 keys to the fast start. Okay. Now we go to Friday. Friday, there's no interviews. And I have training going from, so we have PDI, Jams Club, Fire Number. We have a phone jam. Yeah, 9:30 to 3:30 is day 3 of training. Okay. Got it. And then what is 3:30 on Friday? Label it.
Is the top slice.
So you're going to put top slice and PDI, first weekend PDI. You can go till 8 or 8 o'clock or whatever you want to do. Okay. Some managers will go harder or stronger than that, but okay. Top slice and PDI first weekend. Perfect. Okay. Why don't you type and then put in parentheses, promote AT1.
Okay.
And take that to the 30th as well of August. Put in parentheses, promote AT1. Good. Save. Blue. Okay. Good, man. Saturday, we've got 8 to 9 is what? Oh, Saturday morning, 7 or 7:30. There's no division call. 7 to 7:30, we've got 50 messages. 7:30, 50 messages. Okay. Blue. Better wait till August 31st. But we're hopefully in Cancun on that day. Okay. We, meaning the division, is hopefully in Cancun. And then you have Rising Star meeting, which again is like 20, 30 minutes of just feeding your team that comes and hanging out with them a little bit. Right?
So the message is 7 to 7:30 or 7:30 to 8?
Whatever. Rising Star is 8 to 9, but the first half hour of the 8 to 9 is the hanging out, socializing, creating some excitement, promoting, what their next prize is, what they hit in their fast start. Good. Almost. Go to the 31st. Got it. Now, AT1 is 9 to 11. Even though you're having AT1 in the schedule on the 13th, on the 20th.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you went to the next wrong week. Okay. Even though you have AT1 on the 13th, that's because you launched on a Saturday the week before. But on the normal week, you'll have AT1 on Saturday morning. Yeah.
What's wrong?
So put that in there and repeating every week until August 31st.
We're back.
Let me see what I got here. My face is in the way. Okay. So it's missing. On the 13th of May, I should be seeing AT1. I don't see it.
This is still,
I'm sorry. On the 18th of May, I should be seeing AT1 from 9 to 11. I thought you just typed that in. Go to the next week. Did you put the wrong date?
No. What are you talking about?
AT1 is 9 to 11.
Yeah, I'm putting that in.
On the 18th of May. So put it in. Did I just miss it? I wasn't able to see what's going on. So
I had to fix Rising Star. So this is
all right. Make it blue. Make it 2 hours. And just to review, again, your team, your Rising Star. We need to put in that Rising Star phone jam. So go ahead and lengthen Rising Star
to the phone jam
so that you make
hour.
Yeah, make it 8 to 10 and get everyone in there every event. Now, good, because they're phoning and your AT people are phoning a little bit, and you're teaching the bonus points, and you're doing rep driven, and then you have a 11:25 interview. So drag and copy paste an interview, whatever. Okay. And make it 11:25, and then another one at 2:15. Oh my gosh, Cancun's so awesome. I'm literally like, I've never liked Cancun. I've been twice. I liked it because I scuba dived, but I was like, whatever. As far as Cancun, a lot of people love Cancun. Like I said, the beach, the hotel, the town is right next to everything, especially where we stay, especially at Hard Rock. And then another interview at 2:15. So copy paste an interview and put it at 2:15. And the thing I just can't wait to go scuba diving in Cancun. That's it. I just can't wait. So we go to Cancun in
4:15. You mean
2:15. If we go to Cancun in August, September, then we go to somewhere Spanish speaking in January.
No, never mind. There you go.
And then we go to Paris. Oh, and we go to St. Louis too for SLC. So we have SLC, we have Cancun and somewhere else, hopefully Spanish speaking for the January trip. And then we have, Olean's in there. Oh, and then we're going to Paris. Wow. District managers. Okay. And by the way, we probably go to Chicago for the year-end banquet, and we have a couple other things going on. All right. So what we have here, Wyatt, and for everyone, is basically the schedule. Okay. And it's now inputted. Now go forward a week, and guess what we see? Pretty much the same thing. You got to copy those PCs, right? That you just didn't copy when you moved them. Now what we need to do is we need to go backwards, and maybe I'm not good at Google. Go to the week of May 6th, which is when you're opening, and it's blank. What we need to do is you can get rid of the staff meeting, okay? And maybe what you need to do is you probably need to start all these events. Either just fill it in one time by yourself, right? And just got to do it. And what's going to happen is I'm going to unshare your screen. Or can you unshare your screen? All right, and I'm going to share my screen now. And I'm going to go to the one that I showed people before. And I'm going to go to opening week, right? Remember, the opening weeks, if you want to write it down, go ahead and write it down right now. But the opening week, you have 2 interviews in the evening on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday, it's 3:15, 6:15, right? Monday, Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, it's 2:15 and 5:15. That gets you home for more scripting and studying for your first training class on Thursday. There's still going to be that division call, right, 2 o'clock, so we have to leave that on Tuesday. But notice that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, our objective is to try and get you at a high school or a college. You know, you won't have you in your case because you graduate from college the same day that your colleges graduate in Billings.
Yep.
You're graduating from Logan High School or Logan University. What is it called? Utah State. Okay. The Aggies. You're graduating on the same day that your colleges in Billings graduate, so you're going to miss that college wave. But we got to get an ad in the paper, and we got to do whatever we can on Facebook naturally. But you've got 3 days to get your office set up. But I would set up your office way early in the morning, and of course on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, when you move in. Set it up Monday night. You know, your first 2 interviews might be a little messier because of where everything, you don't even know where your critique carver is. Maybe, who knows? So you got to muscle through those interviews, but then you reset up your office and get things taken care of when you can't be recruiting. Of course, you can recruit anytime with Facebook, but when it's less objectively smart, when you're not on campus or whatever. Okay. So let's say that. Fair enough. What you want to do is run those couple interviews Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 2 of them a day. And in the mornings, you're setting up your offices. You can be studying, training, doing more fire number. You'll actually, where it says script with, if no college table, you see this, like right there. I would be scripting training, or I'd be freaking doing social media or fire number from interview PRs. Get anyone and everyone you can scheduled for an interview in those first 6 interviews. You want to pack your Tuesday and your Wednesday interviews because of all the work you put in on Monday. Okay, so you get interview PRs, you call them all. Don't send them to a conveyor, you call them all, and you do whatever you can to pack up those interviews. Does that make sense? Say yes. Yeah. And then you won't have PDI, so that's why it says office setup. There's no PDI. You have no team. Okay. There likely will be I forget the day we said we're starting the 7 a.m. calls. I can't remember, honestly. But, there may be that call on May 6th, starting at May 6th, that Monday morning 7 a.m. call. Go ahead and put in the training times. Now, the training times for that week, you can run a 5:30 interview on Thursday. So you'll run an interview. You don't have a team meeting. So Wednesday night, no big deal. Thursday night, no big deal. But Thursday night, you do want to run that interview. And again, we leave it in the evening because it gives a whole day's worth of hours for people to schedule themselves for the interview. And you might even schedule people from your fire number. And it gives you time in the morning to kind of get ready for training. Okay? 11 to 5 is training. And then 10 to 6 is day 2 on a Friday. And then you'll only have that group. It may not be massive. You could almost run an earlier training, but I would say you want to do whatever you can for Facebook messaging and preparing for your first day 2, and just do a 10 to 6 day 2. And then you run an interview, and the next morning, Saturday morning, you kill it with your training class in the morning, and you run an interview in the afternoon, and you're doing first weekend PDI/fire number Saturday night. And then Wyatt, from that schedule that I just showed you, go ahead and share your screen again and go to May 13th. Okay, so share your screen. You launched on a Saturday, so May 13th is your AT1. We already fixed that. Right?
Yes, sir.
And it's longer because there's no key staff, because there's no reps besides the people you just launched that are in advanced training. But the next week, go to the next week. Oh, notice AT1 is on Saturday and this week on the 18th. But go to the next week. AT2. So now go to the 20th of May. Change the AT1 to AT2.
Yeah.
20th of May. You're already there.
I know that. I
Yeah.
did change it, but it didn't stay apparently.
Change that to AT2. And hit save. And then on Wednesday night is AT3. Do we make that AT3? I think we did.
Yep.
AT3. Good. And then there's your schedule, okay, for the next week. And again, you have AT1 on the Saturday. You have AT2 on the Monday. You have AT3 on the Wednesday. Interview schedules look good. Everything's great. Now what you're going to want to do after you've now duplicated all these weeks is you got to go to certain weeks. You got to go to June 3rd. So write it down. Go ahead and write this down. June 3rd is the division meeting. And that's on a Monday. You and Casper are going to meet in Sheridan. Right?
Is that
Assuming Trinity or you or Christina can find a room, a library room that you can rent out, reserve or whatever you want to call it, and get a good. Hopefully, you get like a cord. Hopefully, you get an Ethernet cord into a computer instead of relying on wireless.
Yeah.
Try to get a corded internet connection.
Is that when Mike's coming, or is he coming?
No. The June 3rd is the division meeting, and then you got to go to June 18th. So write that date down. That's SC2. And on June 18th, you got to do 2 things. You got to, on June 18th, don't do it now, but you got to put in the division meeting on June 18th. And then you got to move your training times to Thursday, Friday, Saturday on that week. Okay, so that's 1 week you got to change. And then July is all the same except for the week of SC2. Sorry, July changes a little bit. July 6th is the kickoff. So write down July 6th is the division kickoff, so there won't be interviews, right? On July 6th. But you'll have the division kickoff, so you write that date down, which means the all-day phone jam is Sunday the 7th and 8th, Monday the 8th. So you have the all-day phone jam on the 7th and the 8th, which means you're going to move. You'll probably run advanced training. Sorry. Yeah, you will. You'll run advanced training on Monday, and you just got to drive your team. And you probably have 1 hour of teaching while they're phoning, and then you have 1 hour of phoning for your trainees, which they're phoning with the all-day phone jammers. Some of those trainees, you'll have stay all day. I'm not going to go into that mentally right now, so I'm just going to move on. The 7th and 8th of July. And then you got to go to the 25th of July and realize you're not running training that week. So go to the 25th of July. Okay. And you're just going to delete the training just right now because we know 100% that's not going to happen. So delete day 1, delete day 2, and delete day 3. The interviews won't happen on Thursday or Friday And if you're a district manager, it won't happen on Saturday because we're going to Chicago. By the way, that's 90% certain. There was an item that we didn't get to at the division manager meeting that said, are we going to do this year or not? I believe we will. So, plan on district managers flying to Chicago on Friday night, the 26th, before we go to Chicago. All right. And then another thing is go to August 12th, Wyatt.
COC.
As COC. So you want to add CFC on August 12th and 13th. Okay. And then you're going to push training to Thursday, Friday, Saturday on the 15th, 16th, 17th. 15, 16, 17. You're going to push training to 15, 16, 17th. And then you've got 2 more weeks of regular training on Wednesdays. And then the week after Memorial Day, I certainly am going to either run training the 5th, 6th, 7th. So if you're not writing that down too. On the week of Memorial Day, you're going to run training, or Labor Day. I keep saying Memorial Day. On Labor Day, you're going to run a Thursday, Friday, Saturday training, or you might be in Utah State Fair, Eastern Washington State Fair, Spokane State. Looks like Spokane County Fair. That's what Tara always runs. Anyway, that's only in special situations. Okay, cool. That's a good walkthrough. I'm going to end the recording. And I went through a few dates. I don't know if I got every date where the schedule is going to be different, but I went through a few dates. Okay. I'm going to encourage everyone to get this done too. So that's it. And yeah.